As game designers, it is important to understand there's a lot of guesswork in the early stages of making a video game. Even with a detailed game design document, we still have to ask ourselves, are the mechanics meaningful? Is the concept compelling? And is the game fun? As developers, it's dangerous for us to assume that we've gotten everything just right on the first attempt. The problem for us is that we are completely immersed in making the game and are perhaps too close to see any flaws. We assume the concepts have to be sound enough to begin production, but are all the features and mechanics working with the game as designed? More importantly, are there improvements that can be made? We answer these questions through feedback. Not that kind of feedback, this kind. Feedback from playtesters, whether they be the in-house design team or often even better, from outside. This is because feedback during early production is critical to making a great game. Once we are far down the development path, it's going to be too late to make changes of any significance to improve the game. So a common process video game developers use to generate this feedback is a review process called prototyping. At its core, prototyping is a process of iteration. Remember that word, iteration. What it means for game developers is that instead of making the entire game and then seeing if it's fun and mechanically sound, developers will create layers and build as they go. With this methodology, prototyping can cut down on a lot of frustration by identifying issues up front when a change in direction is still possible. So we have wisely decided to start prototyping as we create our game. But where do we start? Our first stage of prototyping is creating a very basic mini version of the game. We don't even need fancy art or sound at this stage. We just need to create enough of a skeleton of a game to be able to form an opinion on. This can even be done by making a simple board game version of the concept. With this methodology, we can test our game and then give feedback. Now we do a second iteration. Perhaps we add a few new elements, a couple new mechanics. Now, test, give feedback, and iterate. Test, feedback, reiterate. Remember, most importantly, the prototype process should be fun. If we are bored, confused, or losing interest in our prototype process, chances are it is because we are creating a boring, confusing game that can't hold our interest. While this is a painful discovery, at least with prototyping, we discover the truth before we spend years committing to something terrible.